It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Shamrocks superstar wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Shamrocks and the Monarchs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one between the London Monarchs and the Dublin Shamrocks. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they get a stern road test as they come into this one after losing in London a week ago.
Yeah, the schedule makers gave them a pretty tough stretch here. Ike will know early on whether these guys are ready to play.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior, whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations. And he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason. So now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Dances by him, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off, and got his man complete. Touchdown! Big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Shamrocks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Lawrence will throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed.
And this is caught at the 20. And touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage. Second and 8 coming up. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A heck of a move. Man. A big play there. 41 yards.
I didn't believe I recognized that play. It's something Coach Bill Washington, every stop he made, putting it in the first day of camp. X-post cross. Whether you're going left to right or right to left with that X receiver, you want to... able to make the throw downfield. But boy, it was successful everywhere he went.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 135 yards, and a touchdown. Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Stroud sets up the play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Stroud now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On the bootleg, Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. completion, and that'll make it second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Henry fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, London.
Hands it off out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That is caught. He's got the first down and more than that. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Monarchs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Stroud to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. On a slant, here's Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the 34-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, here's Stroud. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The quick slant caught. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Shamrocks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We began by taking a trip across the Atlantic to the City of Light, the French capital of Paris. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Alec Pierce, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break. Both of these teams going through their final adjustments. It's back to football on the Emerald Isle as we go back to Brandon Godden on the River Liffey in Dublin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Playing success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
Stroud off the play fake. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Play action. It's Lawrence. Downfield throw tip, but he's still got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Lawrence. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Shamrocks add 6 to their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And he's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
First down, Lawrence.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back.
Tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Monarchs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
35. Monarchs 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown! A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Shamrocks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
London about set to take over on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Lawrence. throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Tyrell Dodson
Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Talk about two sides of the ball cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A first down carry for Henry.
Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Henry.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Forced out.
Stride is hit, and the ball is loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence, wide open receiver, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Now Lawrence.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
In trouble, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now 3rd down and very long. Lawrence will throw.
And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And they will take a knee here. 2
2
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get